The purpose of the highlighting is to give sincere praise to the child or to the individual who's participating in the program, be it an adult or a child. And you also want to be asking the child to ask permission for the parents. What does that sound like? Let me give you a quick soundbite of what that should sound like when you're asking for permission. It goes something like this. You've got the right attitude and you always do your best. I want you to be in the leadership program, but only if you're willing to train hard and work towards becoming a leader. Are you ready? Great. Should I talk to your mum and dad about this? Fantastic. Always wait again for the students, certainly the child's answer when you ask this question, because more often than not, a potential objection should come out. Well, mum says it's really expensive, or dad says we might be moving away very shortly. Whatever it is, listen very attentively to what your prospective new leadership student has to say. You can also highlight the parent, and you're going to ask them for their support. You're going to give sincere praise and appreciation for their commitment so far. It's really what the highlighting is all about. Remember, in this lovely world that we live in, very few of us actually receive any kind of praise on a daily basis. We are being praised, or we're becoming addicts of bad news. Nothing's left to talk about except the bad news, the doom and gloom. That's probably why we potentially could be in this economic crisis, allegedly, that we're in right now. And the reason why we're in that crisis is because everybody likes bad news. Bad news sells. Bad news gives something to gossip. Oh my goodness, did you hear about another company shutting down? Whoa, things are really bad here. Well, are they really? Who do you know who's starving right now as a result of the recession? Who do you know? I even know people who've lost their homes and moved into nicer homes as a result of it, paying less rent, paying less of a mortgage because of this economic downturn. In fact, all that's happened is the banks taking care of their losses, of their depreciation. So let me think about that for just a while. An economic downturn actually provides most of the people I know, or even the people who've lost their houses, with an improvement in their lifestyle. How about that for a new concept? Well, hey, welcome to the present situation we're in. So, the point I'm trying to make about highlighting is this. Highlighting is your first genuine way to sincerely praise the child and the parent for their appreciation, for their participation in your program. So use this time. It's very, very valuable. And it's important, and it's a very necessary part. And this doesn't really want to be fluffy. Now, if you're the martial arts instructor of this school, you should know which areas that child was suffering in, which areas that the reason why the parent brought that child to a martial arts school, the improvements that child's made in those given areas, be it behavioural and physical. So that's what the highlighting process is really all about. Now again, before I go any further, just to remind you, all these scripts are available to you in our script training manual. You know, there's over 86 pages of every possible script imaginable. So why I'm conducting some script exercise in this training, I'm not really sure. But I guess it's just to remind you all that this information is so important, that it's done in a specific order. And you'll notice as we go through this upgrade procedure, I'm going through it piece by piece, 7 steps in all, so that everybody understands really the importance. Because the importance of this upgrade is really where your business will either succeed or it will fail. Dare I say that word, fail? Or it will be challenged. Okay, the recommendation. So it should be done during class. Okay, it should be a very public event where you're inviting the parents down or into the class if they don't come regularly, and you're going to have to make them feel proud about their son's achievements. He's qualified, he's shown the right attitude and the right physical attributes to be presented with recommendation, which invites them, of course, into the leadership program. You've got to make the student feel proud and have them take a picture. Have the parent bring a camera and have them take a picture of them receiving their very first leadership certificate. Remember, I only wish my instructor who originally ran my schools was a little more organized and had some structure. So I actually had pictures of me receiving my first leadership certificate. Or my mum and dad would have been invited. The fact, I guess, if I had a mum and dad, it might have been a bit easier, right? Never mind. Let me show you the recommendation that I use. And of course, during all this procedure, you present them with a recommendation. Well, let me show you what a recommendation looks like or should look like. This is the front.